What's up, guys? Austin from Know Your Music, and I've got another long review for you today. Instead of a single album, we're going to do another list of songs, and I've got the 2015 alternative songs. What do I have to start over? The Billboard Alternative Songs number ones from 2015. Every number one. We'll run down them all. First one. Cigarette Daydreams by Cage the Elephant was the first number one track on this chart last year. Basically talking about the girl leaving the guy. Does mention that she's only 17 years old. And just overall, it's just a really sad song, kind of a melancholy type of thing. Aside from that, pretty clean. Okay. Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon. This one got pretty popular as far as being played at parties and dancing and all that kind of stuff, but it does talk about the girl wearing a backless dress, so if that's something that you want to steer clear of, there's that. She is, again, a teenager, doesn't mention exactly her age. The song overall does have a happy vibe to it, though, and the guy does also see a future with the girl, so it doesn't really touch on anything bad as far as relationships and stuff like that go, so that's kind of a nice thing there. And that's pretty much it on that one. The third number one from 2015 was Lampshades on Fire by Modest Mouse. So this one we've got kind of a list on here, okay? It does talk about party hopping, and just party hopping, not specifically what they're doing. It does say that we have no shame, okay? So that's something to look out for, I guess. It does mention that we will make some mistakes. What kind of mistakes? Don't know. It makes a political statement within the song, basically, and then, we'll kill you off and make a clone, it says, okay? Take that as you will, really. It drops the A word one time in there, and another political statement, basically, talking about our feelings are getting hurt, and basically we want you to do the work to sort of fix it, and that's kind of that is kind of going around even today, even this year, maybe even a little bit bigger than that, sort of people kind of getting their feelings hurt and wanting somebody else to do something about it instead of making the decision to not have their feelings hurt in the first place. The next track, Believe by Mumford & Sons, kind of a, what would you call this, a modern day folk rock type of thing. It's really hard to tell. A lot of these genres really do kind of meld together anymore. They're not quite as pointed and direct as they used to be. This one, guy talking about not understanding his relationship, and he doesn't know really if he believes what the girl says. Aside from that, clean track, easy listening to, overall just good, clean stuff. Hollow Man by AWOL Nation. It mentions the battle between good and evil, so that's something to look at there. And then it goes and drops the F word, so if you're looking out for dirty language, you've got that one there. It does take the Lord's name in vain one time, and it mentions lazy brats, okay, kind of talking down there. And overall, just the mood of it's a very dark song, so something to look out for there. Again, vocally, and with most of these, vocally, it's easy to listen to, and then musically, really, there's not anything really heavy on any of these. Musically, they're very, clean songs. Really what we are touching on here, obviously, is the lyrical content, and that's kind of where the majority of these have something that I feel needs to be mentioned. The next one, Dead Inside by The Muse, or Muse, The Muse, however you want to look at that. Anyway, it's kind of a sacrilegious type of song. The guy says the girl is dead inside, and then says the girl's skin is warm to the caress. So kind of take that as you will there, as far as what he's talking about there. He says that she taught him to lie without regrets, okay, and then also to kill without remorse. So some of these things are straightforward. Some of these things are sort of euphemisms for other things that they could be talking about here. But really, this is, all those things are mentioned point blank in the lyrics. The next song, Renegades by Ex-Ambassadors. Talking about hail to Spielberg and Kubrick, so I don't know if you feel like that's idol worship or something like that, maybe. Our Time to Break the Rules is in there, so what rules, I don't know, but they're talking about breaking them. And a girl and a guy want to run away together. It doesn't say anything about what they're doing or what they're going to do or any of that kind of stuff. Just talking about running away together, and that's pretty much it on that track. First, by Cold War Kids, okay? The song is just generally about a bad relationship and the trust is lost between the two, okay? Someone cheated and someone lied, and that's, part of why the relationship went bad. The guy mentions night after night and club after club. Okay, so he's obviously doing some hopping there. Doesn't say he's doing bar hopping. Doesn't necessarily talk about him doing anything that he shouldn't be doing. It just does mention club after club. Okay, it says someone wakes up on the lawn in someone else's house. Now, you can kind of figure what they might be going for with that one, but you really never know, without passing judgment, exactly why somebody woke up on the lawn. And the girl is giving the guy the silent treatment, so that's pretty much it on that one. No dirty language or anything like that. X's and O's by L. King. The girl turns a bad boy into a man, okay, and then she lets him go, just like that. So she's kind of playing a little game there. The guy cursing the girl for cheating, so I guess not only does she let him go, but she also plays around before she lets him go. And then she lets the other guy go too, okay? There's talk of innuendo on this one. There's a derogatory term for a climax on this one, okay? The girl has another guy after these in the winter, leaves him in the spring, okay? And then basically she talks about getting high. It's a player's track. It's definitely one that sort of shuns relationships or makes a game out of relationships, sort of make fun of them. She's having, fun kind of playing with men's hearts and stuff like that. So that's what that one's all about. And the last number one track on this chart for 2015, Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. The guy's a little down on his abilities, I guess you would say. Sorry for the long pause there. Sometimes you just got to figure out a nice way to put these things. The guy is insecure about what other people think about him. Common problem, right? Overall, it's a sad song, sort of about life being unfulfilling, and sort of wishing that you're young again. Okay, maybe I think a lot of people have been through that too. This is sort of like a real world scenario where people have thought about, I wish I could go back and have things are the way they were, so to speak. Again, no bad language in this song, and it's really just it's a melancholy track about reminiscing about the way things used to be. So it's a good clean listen as well. And that is it for the 2015 alternative songs on the Billboard charts as far as the number ones go. Appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, check out some more reviews on here. There's more coming all the time. And drop me a line. You want a request, you want to critique or anything like that, you can put it in the comments. You can send me an email. It's knowyourmusicnow@yahoo.com. And you can also search Facebook and look for the Know Your Music logo. And you can send me a message there as well. And again, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will talk to you again very soon. Thank you very much.